guys, how you doing? It's Peabutnutterninja here, and guys, we are taking a very special look at Ares, the god of war. He is a magical melee tank, guys, and that is crazy. As most people are probably thinking of him to be physical, as he is the god of war, and he has that big huge sword and shield, so people were thinking he was just gonna be like a block tank, but he is very interesting, as he has some skills that no other gods in game have, and we'll talk about that when the skills show up on screen. But guys, Ares is so utilitarian. He is the anti-tank tank. He has skills that don't really slow, but he has skills that reduce the crowd control on enemy tanks, and that's what tanks are for. They're there to stun you. They're there to just do damage. Well, not do damage, but to stun you so that their damaging allies can actually hit you and dish out and kill you. So people like Ymir and Sobek are so good against you because they can stun you, and when you're stunned you can't be doing damage or anything. But Ares has very unique skills that allow him to catch up to enemy tanks, skills that allow him to pull back enemy tanks, and skills that allow him to do damage to enemy tanks like no other person can do in game so far. So guys, the first skill right here is Passive Blessed Presence. So Ares gains 40 magical power for each rank 3 aura item. So with Ares you will undoubtedly get the Void Stone, because that gives him magical power and magical defense, and probably Pythagorean's Piece, which give him super lifesteal and magical power. And so guys, those two items are absolutely necessary. If you're going to build tanky with Ares, you are absolutely going to get the Sovereignty, which is 95 physical defense. So tell people who are getting the Executioner, screw you, I am defending against your Executioner. There's no way you're going to stop me. And with those 3 skills, 3 items alone, that is 120 extra magical power. That is an extra Rotted Tahuti in your inventory. And not only that, if you get another Rotted Tahuti stacked on top of that, you're going to be getting so much magical power. And again, you have Mystical Mark, which also gives you physical protection and does set magical damage over time once they're close. So that could help you early on as well. But we will see. I think Magical or Mystical Mark rather is broken for now in game. So guys, that brings us to our second skill, which is Shackles. And with Ares, he can actually shackle an enemy and get away, or attack. But the problem with Shackles is that it's Ares' only escape move, really. He does have reduced CC and increased protection, but that's not really an escape, guys. He can't get away. So you can see he gets a movement speed boost. So by the time you get that shackle on your enemy there, let's pause it for a second. By the time you get your shackle on your enemy there, he's already close. He can jump in on you if he's, in here, or Cupid, or anybody who has a dash or jump. And Ares just doesn't have that, so he can be caught out of lane really easily. He's going to be really easy to catch up to. Even if he has all those CC reductions and everything, he can still be caught out of lane, and that'd be no problem. And so the second ability here is Bolster Defensive. He gives an R around him. It's kind of like Thor's Shout, that gives his teammates an increased attack speed, but this is increased protection and reduced durations to CC. So during team fights where there's a lot of crowd control going down, a lot of stuns, this might be the turning factor, the factor that really helps you push against your enemies. And guys, that is going to be fantastic. The anti-tank tank is what I call Ares, and especially because of this third skill that's going to come up, which is Searing Flesh right here. So Searing Flesh, it does magic fire damage in a cone in front of him, but guys, guess what? It does a percentage of the enemy's maximum health. So if you have like a Ymir stacking physical magical defense and get those Gauntlet of Thieves and that what is that sash? I don't know, the girdle of health, or I don't remember what it's called, the Silver Fox Girdle, that's what it's called. So he can have over 5,000 HP, guys, and no matter how much damage you're doing with melee, even with Chin's Blades, that is a lot of HP to contend with. And so Ares is exactly the type of god you want to shut him down, as he does a percentage of the enemy's health per second. So you see the 53 and the 24s coming out of Ymir, and that is percentage of the max health and just straight up magic damage. So it's going to be very strong against tanks. And guys, the ultimate for Ares is ridiculous. So he throws change. It's kind of like Arachne's grab where she tosses out chains, but he can walk around for 2.5 seconds and pull him through. And if you use this correctly with a shackle, with increased move speed, and with against a charging enemy, you can pull an enemy way into your tower or way into your defenses or way into your minotaur. And guys, it's going to be fantastic because I don't think anybody else can really pull Sobek besides Arachne into your tower. So let's say Sobek goes and rushes you and you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do, what am I gonna do? Then you can pull Sobek even further into your lane after he does his initial damage. And so it's very good, guys. And oops, I did get an email. Oops, I hope that doesn't record in the video, but if it does, I'm gonna have to edit that out. But guys, it is ridiculous. I do really like Ares, as he is a very interesting concept. There is no one in game like him so far. There is no anti-tank so far, and you can see him pulling Sobek, who's so far extended out, and Arachne is gonna be able to get the kill here. And guys, that is exactly what Ares is gonna be for. He is gonna kill all their tanks, so then you can have an engage where you're just knocking down the squishies, guys, and that is always a good thing. So I definitely do like how Ares is turning out to be so far, especially with the Auras. The passive is fantastic, very unique, very interesting passive, and ooh, Sobek goes down so fast. And so guys, I'm very looking forward to Ares. I'm gonna get him first thing on when he's released in either Thursday or Friday, whenever they announce it. So whenever he's released, guys, expect our skills video and some PvP videos if I can insta-lock. And so guys, it's gonna be good, and hopefully guys, I see you when that patch day comes out. And as always, peace, love, and ninja. Peabutnutterninja signing out. Bye bye, guys.